Alright, Baldinobo here. I just want to go over importing Tropical Forest Pack 1.1 update. Alright, first of all, it's a big file, so download and import is going to take a little bit of time, but it's hard to get all those models and textures, in a small file. Get half everything, but, you lose a lot of quality to save 400 megabytes. But yeah, it's just going to take a while to download and import, but it should be okay. Also, on import, you'll get this error. Oh, I'm using Unity 2017.1 for this video. But in this, you'll have this import error. This is fine. I don't know why Unity always does this with certain textures, but yeah, I would not, include a normal map or anything that was, using sRGB, and it's going to be correct. So yeah, you can just ignore that. If you fix, then the map, some of the trees will just look really nuts. So you don't want to do that. So press ignore, and don't let Unity mess that up. I don't know why it does that. And you'll get a lot of these imports on these little minor errors, inconsistent LOD naming, and yeah, LODs are fine. The prefabs are already set up, so you don't have to worry about setting those through the imports. On lighting data, I'm not sure why. I don't use Enlighten or anything for the demo scenes. And yeah, I guess lock cursor is obsolete. So just minor errors. With each Unity version, there might be something more important, more major. Yeah, just message me via email or on the forums, and I'll get that fixed. Because shaders do, Unity changes a lot of things through these versions, so shaders might be broken. But if it's just these minor errors, or even if there might be sometimes a red audio error, I'm not sure why, but I get those sometimes on import test. It's fine. It's just for some reason audio mixer sometimes messes up. Alright, so we just clear those, and I'm going to open up a demo now. I guess Forgotten Ravine. Now we'll set the lighting and all that. So you'll see on base import, you're about to see it takes a while to load, but on first import, an empty project. Of course, you could load this. It's an art package, so you could load it into your game project. It won't break anything. And if you're already set to deferred and linear color space, deferred rendering, then it should look fine, and most likely have your image set up in your image effects set up in your project. I do recommend, this is a PBR package. It's not a tree creator pack that you just throw in somewhere. It's a PBR package, and I do highly recommend using it with linear color space and deferred rendering. Yeah, because it's just not going to look right without that. Alright, so you notice it's really skippy at first. I guess it's just I don't know why. I guess Unity just loads in all the textures as you're going through all the LODs and everything. But once it loads everything, it should be fine. Alright, so yeah, right now it doesn't look great. There's no image effects. It's in gamma, lighting, space, forward rendering. I don't think forward would make an effect without any effects. But yeah, it's just not going to look perfect. It looks, yeah, very non-PBR. Alright, so now what we'll do is we'll go to Edit, Project Settings, and Player. And here we'll just change it to linear. I'm not including any project settings with this since it's an art package, so if you're importing this into a new project and you're wondering why it looks the way it is, then that's why I'm going through this, so you could set your settings so it looks better. Let that load. Come on, it's just a color space. I don't know why it takes so long to change color spaces. Alright, I guess it's locked up. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's definitely looking a little better. Yeah, again, it loads all the textures again. I guess that's why it takes a while to set them all to linear. Alright, so now we'll go over to the graphics settings. Project settings, graphics. And we will, yeah, on whatever tier your computer is set to, just go to that and disable use defaults, and go down here and rendering path, change that to deferred. And this is, of course, if this is what you're aiming for in your project, but I'm just going through this because this is what I recommend using this art pack with. All right, so there we go. Yeah, doesn't look great. Not sure why. Why is that? Oh, that's right. We need custom deferred shading. These, it goes jumping again. Sorry, every time you change something, it starts jumping around. Yeah, these shaders, they are deferred, single-sided translucencies, so, you know, they need custom deferred shading. So we'll do that here. We'll do deferred reflections, and even now they have the depth normal in the graphics, so that's good. It's different from 5.6, but I'll go through in 5.6 how to fix that too. We could delete that now. Go back. I don't know why I did that. Alright, so yeah, down here, we're going to change, now we're using deferred. We're going to change deferred to custom shader, and deferred reflections to custom shader. And in here, we'll load this. Let me bring this over. And just type in deferred. And the diffuse will be the second one, at least in this empty package. Deferred reflections. Alright, so there we go. So now they're shaded correctly. Yeah, they are deferred, single-sided, so they get nice translucency. And yeah, they perform a lot better. A lot less calls and everything. Really, really great shading. So, of course, no image effects here. This is just the base Unity. But yeah, they should look a lot better now. And also over here in the depth normal, let's change that to, I think we just type in depth. Yeah, CTI camera depth normal texture. Alright, and that should work. It should work with image effects fine. The post-process stack is what I test, and it works fine with that. You know, I have issues with some of the effects, but I haven't tested them in 2017 yet, Unity 2017, but they seem to work okay. Of course, most people will be using premium effects from the store, but I do test it with the post-process stack, and it works fine. Alright, so there we go, and now I will go into 5.6, which I already have a scene loaded, and I'll just go through how to do the CTI depth texture in 5.6, since I know some people are still using it. So I saved a prefab here, and if you load on TFP 1.1, go to Extra, and CTI depth, just load this into the scene. And you can bring it up top, whatever you want. It already has the shader applied, and this will just apply that shader. It has to be per scene with 5.6, since you'll see in the graphics panel there was no depth normal like in 2017 they added. So that's good that they added it in 2017 because it was a weird thing to remove. Alright, so yes, it should work fine now. It works 5.6, 2017.1. I have not tested 2017.2 beta. I'm not going to test with beta since usually they break shaders every 5 minutes. So yeah, that's it. Just basic import settings, and you should be rocking. Alright, thanks guys.